Okay, everyone. So we're going to now look at a reading part of a reading section in the TOEFL test. So here we go. So what do we have here? No? So it's very important in TOEFL reading section to read very carefully, and do your best to take it in parts. Don't get overwhelmed. Yes. Don't think of the reading section as something that you have to, for example, read the entire passage and then get to the questions. No, you have to read chunks and go to the questions. So let's give an example here, right? So here we have a paragraph, no? So here it says, for example, that bees are among the most important pollinators in agriculture. Okay, that's very important here. Without them, so if they didn't exist, the yields of many crops, such as apples, almonds, and blueberries, would decrease. Wow. So bees are very important, right? So a lot of these crops would no longer exist. And it would decrease dramatically, affecting both biodiversity and food supply. Okay, so then we go to the question. Okay, so what can be inferred? Okay, so from the passage about the role of bees in agriculture. Okay, so obviously they have a very important role here, right? So let's look at the options now. Okay, so bees are necessary for the growth of all crops. So whenever you see something like all, right, all, something extreme, you can most likely reduce it or take it off as an option. Okay, it's not going to make much sense, right? Some crops would produce less food without bees. Okay, this is better. Okay, it's not an extreme language, for example. That's very important in these questions. Whenever you have extreme language, it's not going to be correct. But in this case, it looks pretty good, no? Makes sense, right? Bees are not important. Bees are not important. Wow, would you get that from reading that paragraph? No way. So it's like the opposite, right? It's like the opposite of what the text is saying. Farmers can easily replace bees. Did it say anything like that? With other pollinators? No, right? So the correct answer is B. Okay, so please remember, everyone, to number one, look extreme, right? When something's too extreme, impossible, right? Won't be correct, right? And C, bees are not important. I mean, right? Bees are very important here, right? So that can't be right. And farmers probably mentioned, right? But nonetheless, they can easily replace bees. This was not mentioned at all. Okay, so there we go. So the answer would be uh, B in this case. Okay, so these are the things you have to be very conscious about.